So let's talk about how we Filipinos often communicate and what's the psychology behind it. Let's start on why some of us have difficulty saying no. And let's look through the lens of Psikolohiyang Pilipino and cognitive psychology. So first is hiya, which is the sense of propriety. And it is intrinsically linked for us having difficulties of saying no. Hiya creates a social pressure to comply with requests, even when the request is already inconvenient or detrimental to you. In short, gagawin mo na lang isang bagay kahit labag sa loob mo, kaysa mahusgahan ka pa ng lipunan o mga taong nakapaligid sa'yo. You are doing this because of hiya. Second is paikisama, which is companionship. And paikisama can be both positive and negative. Positive in such a way na it will help you build good interpersonal relationships with other people, it builds your trust, gives you edge in communication. However, it may also be negative, as paikisama may lead some people to conform with the ideas of other people. For example, through paikisama, you may not assert what you want or what you need because gusto mong makisama na lang. Or if you notice a colleague bribing your customer and you want to report it with your supervisor or the authorities within your organization, you may hear some comments na, don't escalate the situation, makisama ka na lang. And that's some of the negative traits that we have to challenge. Next is utang na loob or the debt of gratitude. This concept reinforces the obligation to reciprocate favors, and it amplifies the impact of hiya on our decision making, making it even more difficult for us to assert our own boundaries. And it somewhat creates a psychological contract between me and that person because I have to do this even if I don't. Further, cognitively speaking, some of the reasons why we have these difficulties is because of our internal dialogues or the voices inside our heads. And these voices does comment in our life. Some of the internal dialogues from people who have difficulties being assertive is that kapag you assert this thought to your teammates, you might annoy them and then they may taunt on you or pag-initan ka nila. And to combat this negative dialogue, you must acknowledge that it exists and you challenge it. So combat these thoughts by asking questions such as, what if your thoughts can lead you to a better solution? So ask evidence-based questions to combat your negative dialogues and the negative voices. Lastly is our personal history. Our experiences, upbringing, and past interactions can influence how we approach communication and be assertive. Some examples of this is that when you were a child, when you want to assert on something, the usual response from the figures in authority is that, diba, sumasagot ka na or wag kang sasabat. Or whenever you try to express your opinions, you are being shut down or ridiculed because you were a child. Although for some people, it's about discipline. But if these situations are misproperly handled, you might experience challenges being assertive as an adult. So, although this is a valid reason, you have the power of choice. And your power of choice is important to navigate your personal power. So be honest about your strengths and weaknesses, speak for yourself, and stand up for what you believe in. And assertiveness is about paninindigan. So manindigan ka kung ano gusto mo at panindigan ka sa kung ano tingin mo.